like an uncle. I look at him as like an uncle, though.
Okay. And where you from in St. Louis?
Peabody Projects.
Oh, you from Peabody. All right.
Just now, Big Meech's nephew pulled up on 50 Cent. The drama between 50 and the BNF family is heating up, and it's getting way more personal. 50 has been publicly calling out Big Meech and his son, Lil Meech, but now he's locked in a back and forth with Meech's nephew. Some leaked audio confirms the tension, and if you know 50, you already know. He's not the type to let something like this slide. This situation is spiraling out of control, and knowing 50, he's going to respond in the most petty and ruthless way possible. He's been going at Big Meech and his camp for a minute now, and it all started when 50 began throwing serious accusations, basically calling Meech a snitch. And in this industry, calling someone a rat is like issuing a declaration of war. But 50 didn't stop there. He took it even further, blasting Instagram posts, dropping subliminal shots, and even posting lyrics and photos. But when he shared that rat emoji alongside Rick Ross's lyrics, that's when things really went left. Then, on Tuesday, February 25, 50 hit social media with some court documents that he claimed proved Big Meech had been involved in third-party cooperation with a federal informant. According to 50, these documents, originally shared by social media user 1090J, show that Tammy Cowens allegedly used Big Meech's information to help the feds take down snow traffickers. And we're not talking about rumors anymore. Real names are being dropped. Serious cases are coming up. And now Lil Meech is caught in the middle of it all. You'd think that playing his own father in 50's BMF series would mean they had a solid working relationship. But nope, minus 50 put him on blast too, claiming that Lil Meech had major issues on set, including a substance problem that even forced him into rehab. And then there's the money drama. When Big Meech got out of prison, 42 Doug allegedly gave him $100,000. But 50 wasn't having it. He hopped on Instagram with his signature petty energy, basically saying that the money should have gone to his own people instead of Meech. Even BMF cast members, like Russell Hornsby and the producers, saw Lil Meech's behavior up close. Then, in classic 50 Cent fashion, he posted, "Your daddy, my ninja. I love you and cheese because of Key, you gave Screech $100,000, which you should have given to your ninjas. You've always been stubborn." But 42 Doug wasn't about to let that slide. After all the back and forth and snitching accusations, he clapped back on Instagram stories, standing by Big Meech and making it clear that nobody could make him turn his back on Detroit. When blogs ran with the $100,000 story, Doug shut it down completely, calling it fake news. And just when you thought things couldn't get messier, minus 50 Cent fired off some text messages, and everyone has been waiting to see what's next. Those texts read, "Laugh out loud. I won't blow you up, but according to Cuffy's nephew, he has the tape of him and 42 Doug on a three-way with Meech. They were going to drop it, and he had the records to show that he confronted Meech, and that Meech had put him in touch with Tammy." So, now, the biggest bombshell, a three-way call between Big Meech, 42 Doug, and Meech's nephew just got exposed, and let me tell you, it went south real fast.
The audio finally
leaked. It gave us all the drama we've been hearing about in This Call B. Bay starts pressing Big Meech hard. He's asking the questions everybody's been wondering. Why was Meech still rocking with Tammy Cowens after everything that went down with Cuffy? Is she really snitched and helped take down BMF associates? Why hasn't Meech distanced himself from her?
Okay, so listen.
If he paint a picture or giving some type of explanation to Doug that it ain't given to the world.
Big Meech remains defensive and tells Bebe that he owes no one an explanation. Not Bebe, not the streets, nobody Meech, instead of resolving the situation. Stated rather bluntly that if people believe he is snitching, they should present the documentation. And, as we already know, 50 Cent stated that the documentation was ready to go.
girl about another minute. I said, you see what I'm saying? Look what I'm telling you. He's like, girls like, man, that ain't how they call supposed to win. What the fuck is supposed to go?
Baby.
Bab, listen. Bay made some solid points, but he wasn't backing down from his criticism of Big Meech, especially for never disowning Tammy Callens, despite her direct involvement in Cuffy's situation. From the very start, people have been side-eyeing this whole thing, wondering why Meech never publicly addressed Tammy's role in the mess. Then, when B-Bay started pressing the issue, Big Meech just hung up the phone, and let's be real, that wasn't a good look. The audio instantly went viral, and people are talking baby. In a shocking 30-minute exclusive with Dogface TV, Bay took things even further, diving deep into the beef between Big Meech, 42 Doug, and his uncle, Dan, and Bay didn't hold back at all. He straight up said that Big Meech 100% knew about Tammy Callens' actions, and that's the real reason behind all these snitching allegations. But here's where it gets even wilder. Bay claims that Big Meech was actually supposed to get a reduced sentence because of Tammy's cooperation with the federal government. And if you think this is all just rumors, think again, because Bay says there's actual documentation in the court records proving it. And then, Tammy herself said something that shook everything up. She claimed that it was Big Meech who introduced her to Diane Cuffy, which ultimately led to Cuffy getting caught up in all this legal drama. But hold on, it doesn't stop there. Big Meech allegedly also put Fidel Suarez and Tammy in contact, meaning this situation runs way deeper than anyone thought. Now, multiple names are coming up, and the truth behind this so-called third-party cooperation is getting messier by the second. What happens next? That's the real question.
It was to help cuff out if this your man. That's it. That's all. If you my man, and I can help you get out of jail, or help you get out of position, any position that you're in, and I know I don't play no part, I'm coming to help you.
Despite the fact that Meech would have profited from this deal, Diane Cuffy was sentenced to 27 years in prison. Bay asserts that this was because of outside help, which is why Big Meech is being referred to as a rat. To make matters worse, 50 Cent has been keeping receipts and exposing anyone who backs his rivals, and Big Meech and his kid, Lil Meech, have been seen hanging out with 50's former enemies. How did 50 react? Well, you already know, he wasted no time and went straight to Instagram. If there's one thing about 50, it's that he's the undisputed king of social media shade. He kept clowning and throwing jabs at Big Meech and his family, dropping cryptic posts and petty captions. But what really got people talking was when 50 hinted at a BNF documentary featuring Tammy Callens. If that happens, it's going to blow the lid off everything. And let's be real, this situation is a total disaster, with zero signs of peace anytime soon. 50 even threatened to fire Lil Meech from the BNF show after leaked messages surfaced showing Lil Meech trying to keep things cool with him. But 50 wasn't buying it. He doubled down on the substance abuse accusations, claiming that producers and cast members witnessed the same issues and even suggesting that Big Meech enabled his son's behavior. Now let's talk about the real pressure, because Bay isn't letting up either. If this third-party cooperation situation really happened, Big Meech's legacy is in serious danger. 50 Cent dropping those documents, plus Diane Cuffy doing 27 years, could mean that it's too late to clean this up. So what's the next move? One thing's for sure, 50 isn't done yet. Whether it's more Instagram posts, a documentary, or even legal action, he's always 5 steps ahead. And Big Meech's family, they're not backing down either. His nephew already stepped up, making bold threats, and it's clear they're ready to go to war over this. At this point, this feud could become one of the messiest, most public beefs in hip-hop history. With so many players involved, things are only going to heat up even more, especially if Lil Meech decides to fire back. So now, I want to hear your thoughts. Does Big Meech owe the streets an explanation, or should he stay silent and let people talk? Is 50 being petty, or is he actually exposing the truth? And most importantly, do you think this feud will hurt the BMF legacy in the long run? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an update. And before you go, check out the next video on your screen. You don't want to miss it.